guys, it's Miss Manic, and today I'm going to talk about the most common drug errors that junior doctors make. Now, these drug errors are not specific to junior doctors, but junior doctors may be more likely to make them as they're more inexperienced on the wards. So if you think this is an interesting topic for you, please stay tuned as I'm going to go through each error one by one. The first error that I'm going to talk about is omissions. Now, this is commonly done when a junior doctor is rewriting a codex. This is quite a long, quite a boring task, and sometimes mistakes are made where a junior doctor misses out one drug on the codex and it's not transferred over to the new codex. Now, this can have serious consequences for the patient and often occurs when the doctor is very busy, there's a lot of bloods going on, cannulas, maybe even a sick patient on the ward. But my advice to avoid this mistake occurring is to take it slow and be thorough with all medications. The second error that I am going to talk about is interactions. So the most common interactions that I see are between clarithromycin and statins. Now, a statin should be held when someone's on clarithromycin and then recommenced when the clarithromycin is stopped. Now, normally on the wards we see that the statin is held. People are quite good at starting to hold the statin, but they often forget about recommencing it. So it might be that the patient is going home and only then it is recognised that they should have been getting their statin and it's just recommenced. So watch out for this one. Also, there's an interaction between clopidogrel and omeprazole. So if you're prescribing a proton pump inhibitor with someone on clopidogrel, a good one to go for is lansoprazole instead. The third thing that I have noticed is electrolyte imbalances and the replacement of these. Now, as a junior doctor, one of the main jobs is checking the bloods, chasing them, and then correcting any deficiencies. If there's low potassium, giving potassium. If there's low magnesium, giving magnesium, etc. So, junior doctors commonly prescribe the replacements. What I have seen on some occasions is that the likes of Sandocaine, which is prescribed for potassium replacement, does not have a stop date. Now, normally you would prescribe this for 2 to 3 days and then review. But if this is written in the codex as Sandocaine with no stop date, then nurses may continue to give it and the potassium can get very high. And the same applies to the other electrolyte replacements, calcium, phosphate, etc. Another thing that I notice is sometimes patients come from ED and their VTE prophylaxis is not filled in. It's very important to fill this in and always have it complete. The next thing is micrograms and milligrams. The medical school I came from really stressed to write micrograms in full. And when I see on the wards MCG, it's a pet peeve of mine. I really dislike it. So please write micrograms in full because you should be writing it in full. And if you are a person that has illegible writing or sometimes can be quite difficult to make out, it's best to write micrograms in full so it won't confuse nurses or whoever's administering that drug. The next thing is people not accounting for things like deteriorating liver function, impaired EGFR, and the patient's weight. So when you're looking through a codex and someone's EGFR has suddenly dropped or they have quite a low EGFR and you're going to prescribe something new, you should be thinking, is there any renal dose adjustment that I will need for this patient? And also another thing that I have noticed on the wards is that sometimes people make the error of writing a drug in the wrong section. In the codex you will notice there's antimicrobials, regular injectables, regular non-injectables and PRNs, and anticoagulants, antiplatelets, stat doses. So it's very important you put this in the right section. So sometimes people make the mistake of putting clopidogrel in the oral regular non-injectables instead of the antiplatelets, anticoagulants, and this can prove bothersome because someone may say they're not on clopidogrel, prescribe it in the correct section, and then it's also being prescribed in the other section. So just be aware of these things. They can easily happen if someone's tired and a lot of things are going on, but just take extra caution with the drugs. So those are some of the drug errors that I have noticed and that can commonly occur on the wards. A key theme in them is just to be cautious. A lot of people know that that's the wrong thing to do, but they do it when they're tired and busy and overworked. So just always take your time when prescribing drugs and make sure you don't make errors. That concludes my video on prescribing errors that are commonly encountered by junior doctors. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for listening and stay tuned for more medical videos.